Hello everyone, it's Val. I hope you're doing well. Well, I thought I'd come back with a video because I had several viewers that requested to see the plantation desk. So I thought I would share that with you today. And so I opened it up, but before I do that, I'm going to share with you what's on top. Because the top of the plantation desks holds all these chests, I guess that's what you would call them, all this stuff. So give me a second and let me pull out a little step stool so that I can get up there and share it with you. Hang on. Okay, so at the very top, a dear friend of mine who's really like my daughter, she got me this box. So I'm going to try to see if I can reach it because I'm holding the camera. I'm going to put it down so you can see what's in here. I think she went shopping at TJ Maxx or something, or Home Goods. She loves that store. But I keep a lot of my pressed flowers and paper flowers and all that sort of thing in here. So I'm just going to give you a look-see. Yes, I have some of those. I need to use them up. But yes, so that box fits those nicely, and I love the fact that it said wildflowers on it. So let's put that back because organization, my friends, is the name of the game. So you'll have to get a close-up of that chest, but okay, got it back. All right, this chest pretty much keeps my washi tapes. It's a nice wooden chest I found at an antique shop. A lot of these are empty. I am proud to say a lot of these are empty. But I think the washies, yeah, this is as far up as the washies go. I have another drawer unit that I keep washi tape in, but as you know, if you're a crafter and you like washi, kind of like explodes. But some of these are, I think this one's empty. Yes. But they got little labels in them. So cute. These drawers are really old, but hey, they work. They work real well. And then underneath here, where it's got a little height, I keep trays. I think I got about 3 trays in here. Trays come in so handy when you need to separate things or put things away or whatever. They come in real handy. All right, so next to that drawer unit, I have this old rubber stamp holder that keeps the variety of ink applicators here, and that works really, really good. I was so happy I found that. Now, they're not easy to find, but if you find them and they're cheap, grab them. This one was not. I paid up a bit for this one, but I had never seen a 4-tier one for sale, and it had nice old green paint on it, like an aqua kind of. Well, that just grabbed me. I have to say, when I was looking at it, it pretty much jumped into the cart. So I said, okay, that's it. And I don't think I had a cart. I just grabbed it. So next to that, up on the top, I have this old file. And this old file, which, okay, so bear with me. I'm going to have to move it down so you can see it. These are great. I found a few of these, but this is the only one I really liked. And it keeps really old letters in here that so nice that I will use in my journals at some point. But it's nice. And if you get an envelope that doesn't have a letter in it, well, there you go. Yeah, I think that's pretty. It's pretty. It's says the Falmouth file, but I think a lot of companies made different ones. the other ones that I have are, they say something different. So let me see if I can get this back up here. I'm hanging onto the phone. I do need 2 hands, so bear with me. All right, so under that file, I have this tall leather chest, and it keeps all my cardstock. And then the bottom drawer is for backings, things for backings. But yeah, it's like, why label them? I just put the colors there. Makes life easy. All right, so let me get situated. Sorry if I'm too close. Let me see if I can move back a bit. There, nope. There we go. Okay, sorry, amateur videographer here. But I labeled all these drawers because they had old paper labels on them that were falling off. So I relabeled them. And then I will show you a close-up of the labels. Can you see that? Charms, 2 drawers of charms. What is that? Frames and tintypes and templates and different types of commercial grade papers, you know, stuff that you can buy to use in journals or paper craft or whatever. But let me open this up. These are kind of heavy, so I'll just show you what's in here. I'm tipping the drawer. So all different variety of charms and stuff, paper goods to go in charms too. And yeah, I think you can get the idea. Us crafters, we have to have a lot of stuff, and organization is critical. These are tintypes, and no, these are frames, sorry. These are frames, paper to metal, all different frames that I have collected. And then this is tintypes and photography, like slides and stuff like that. Like big slides, big buttons. This thing is huge, but someday it'll get used, hopefully. And then this is templates, all my templates. And then this is some papers that I use for journals, and more papers that I use for journals. Just different variety of papers. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get to the plantation desk. So hang on just a second. I'm going to move this little step stool. Okay. Sitting down at the plantation desk. I'm trying to get far away, but I am pretty close to it. All right, you can see the pigeonholes. And I had no idea what to do with these pigeonholes. I had no idea how to use them. This is pretty shallow in here. An 8.5 by 11 piece of paper would not go in here, but it takes something smaller. These shelves are great. You can see how I set these up. These shelves have, of course, my magnifiers, because I'm old and I need magnifiers. But I put my glues up in there. A few pieces of washi there that I may use or not. I don't know. I don't think they fit, or this one did, but I don't think this one was way too big to fit in a drawer. Let me take those out anyway so you can see what else I've got back in there. I got some score tape and some gesso, some ink to tint the collage medium, and just different things. I'm going to put my phone in here so you can see what I've got in here. Okay. So I was fortunate that there were 3 shelves in here. I used to use this writing desk for like calligraphy or just letter writing. but really it was not doing anybody any good. So in this wooden drawer, I have punches and corner punch and just tools that I use for that. In here, I have some little daubers that I use. Whoops, tipping everything. Little daubers that I use for ink when I need a tiny one. And then, oh yeah, this is my paper sharpener, pencil sharpener. Sorry. Screwball movie here. And, you know, these are too big to fit in that applicator holder, the rubber stamp holder. So keep that back there. And then I think this is empty. Yeah, a little round box that's empty. You never know when you might need something. So I just stuck it back there. And I put this on top. Pencil sharpener and little wooden bowl of daubers. All right, so then on this shelf, I don't have a whole lot that I use out of here, except for I started throwing in all my tags and stuff like that that I could take out and use to make stuff with. So that's, I don't use that too much, but once in a while it's fun to do that. And then I just, in here, this fit perfectly in here. Yeah, my little sidekick. Couldn't think of the name of it. Little sidekick. And the plates. The sidekick plates, which work really good. And that fits perfectly in there because I used to sit it out and it would get dusty sometimes, or it would fall over. So in these places that were hard to fit, the pigeonholes and this like paper area, I guess that's what or file area, which was very shallow, I discovered that I could put my ruler and I could put my cutter, small cutter, in there. And, well, I throw that up in there. That just is used for punching holes. But I could also put in packages of the Tim Holtz paper that I use. Just different things like that. So they worked really good right there. And I was really happy with that. Now, on this side, you can see all these little drawers that I used in the pigeonholes. And I made all these. So I will go back to the other side and show you how those work. So I pulled them all out so you could see that they work really good. And I was happy. All you gotta do is just measure the area, which was what I did, and then constructed the boxes, put some Tim Holtz paper on the front so that they didn't get bent when you pulled them out, and then I just put all my little journal cards and stuff like that in there because I was overflowing with journal cards. And you see how they fit in there so nice because they're custom made by me. That was fun. That took me probably a day to do that, maybe 2 days, some tops. And then what do I use these for? Well, I took these out to show you. Perfect for all the Tim Holtz paper. I couldn't believe that they fit in there so well because these are so shallow. And then what works really good, hang on just a second, what works really good too is the cutter that I use the most fits right in there. So I was really happy with that. Let me put these washies back so I can get them out of the way. And then I have this because this works good. This is just a piece of cardstock, but I put a piece of wax paper and I stapled it. And this fits into a lot of larger pockets so that if I need to glue something, but I don't use that often. Sometimes I forget and I have to use it and oh well, whatever. Then on the bottom part is these really thin little shelves, and I thought, well, I could make boxes for that. But then I thought, no, why do that when I had these little pans and they fit in there really well. So I just keep ink and a ruler and just different things in there that I use on a regular basis. In here, these are tools for when I glue. I have like parchment and some pieces of cardboard to protect my journals, and then my clips. And then on the bottom here, I have cutting and marking tools, which work really good. Ruler and stuff like that. Of course, you got to have your wet wipes. And then I have this little dish in case I have a wet wipe, because I've learned the hard way. Don't throw your wet wipe on your desk. It can ruin your stuff. And then I have my ink and stamping bits in here, which works perfect. What do I have in this drawer? All my binding threads and tools and everything that I need for binding. What's really cool with this drawer, you can just take it right out and take it somewhere else if you need to, which I do. Okay, so let me show you let me turn the camera. Hang on. Okay, so you can see this is where I'm sitting. You can see my legs here. And oh, forgot to show you one thing. Let me take this out. Why do I have this here? This is my pin dog. In case my glue nozzle gets stuck, I can grab him. He holds my pins, works really good. I put just a couple of these mats here because I wanted to protect the velvet. Look at the velvet. It is so soft, but it's pretty worn. So, of course, I would put these here anyway if I'm going to craft, because you have to have some mats. But it works good. I can push my mats over and put like a hot drink here, some tea or coffee, and it won't slide around. But yeah, and the thing I like about this Plantation desk is, you heard my mat slide, but it closes right up, and it's got skeleton key in it, so I could lock it. Under here, I keep, and I'll show you with my one hand, I keep all my paper goods in there, all blank paper goods and my palette and stuff like that to use in journals or whatever. That is a big drawer, and that works really good. And underneath, I keep a basket of antique cloth. This is the beautiful antique cloth that I've collected for years, and it's a pretty good sized basket that I keep on a little stool, and that fits way back under there. Sorry for the squealing or whatever. I have a lamp down here on the floor if I need a lamp to use. I don't usually use it, but that's an old Pottery Barn lamp, and it's been with me for years. And I showed you this wall before, where I keep all my grid rulers and everything. I love this piece. I've had it for ages, and I absolutely love this piece. That is so me. I'm going to hold it there so you can read it. So those are keepers. And then I keep my cutter there. I don't use that often, but if I'm cutting heavy duty chipboard, I do need it. And let me pan across here to the other side. I have a couple of wall pockets there that work great for stuff. I have my to-do list and a couple of oil paintings that I have found there. And what I really like is this little stool that I sit on most of the time just goes right back underneath there. So guys, I hope you like seeing this video. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And yeah. And so the original video where I showed my whole workspace, my studio, I'll link that below as well in case you want to see the whole video and how the room is set up. All right, well, I hope you like this video of the plantation desk, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to share with you. I don't think so. Backing away now. Okay, and what I'd like to do is share, if you like this, leave me a comment. If you like this, I will share more of how I set up my studio and what all the myriads of drawers contain. And yes, some are empty. I will tell you that. That's a good thing. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye.